Hi everyone, my name is Rutuja Raut. I am second year CSC student and my roll number is 247 and today we are going to talk about the French Revolution, a fight for liberty, equality and fraternity. Causes of the French Revolution: social inequality. The state system was deeply unfair. Economic crisis. France was in debt. Taxation was high on the poor and the famine spread. Enlightenment ideas. Thinkers promoted liberty, equality, and rights. Weak leadership. King Louis lacked the strength to reform the system. Influence of American Revolution inspired the French to fight for rights. The French Revolution didn't happen overnight. There were many reasons behind it. First, social inequality. Society was divided into three states and the common people had the hardest lives but no power. Second, economic crisis. France had a lot of debt, food prices were high and people were starving. Third, enlightenment and thinkers like Voltaire inspired people with ideas of freedom and equality. And finally, the king. He was seen as a weak ruler who couldn't handle the problems of the country. Key events of the revolution: 1789 Storming of the Bastille, symbol of royal tyranny, falls. 1789 Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen adopted. 1791 France becomes a constitutional monarchy. 1793 King Louis is executed. 1793 to 94 Region of Terror led by Robespierre. The revolution started with the State General Meeting, where the third estate formed their own assembly. Then came the Tennis Code Oath, where they promised to write a new constitution. One of the most famous events was the storming of the Bastille, a prison that symbolized tyranny. Things got violent during the Reign of Terror, where thousands were executed, and finally in 1793 King Louis was executed. This was the official end of monarchy in France. Major outcomes of the revolution: end of absolute monarchy and feudalism, rise of secular democratic ideas in France, emergence of Napoleon Bonaparte, recognition from society based on merit not birth, ideas of liberty and nationalism spread across Europe. The revolution had major results. France became a republic and people started fighting for equality and justice. The feudal system was abolished, meaning no more special rights for nobles. They also created the Declaration of the Rights of Man, which became a strong document for human rights. At the end of the revolution, a new leader emerged, Napoleon Bonaparte, who would soon take power. Impact on the world: sparked revolutions in Latin America and Europe, inspired the growth of democratic movements, boosted nationalism and reshaped borders, promoted the concept of human rights, influenced the modern political ideologies. The French Revolution didn't just impact France, it inspired revolutions in other countries too. It scared monarchies all over Europe and showed that people should and could rise up. Many countries began to reform and give more rights to the people. Most importantly, it helped shape what we call now a modern democracy. Conclusion: the French Revolution showed the world the power of unity and the fight for equality. Despite violence and chaos, it shaped modern democracy. It left behind lessons of courage, justice, and the value of citizens' vices. Liberty, equality, fraternity, not just a motto but a legacy. In the conclusion, we can say the French Revolution was not just a political war. It was a huge shift in power and thinking. Ordinary people realized they could bring change and fight for their rights. The values of liberty, equality, and fraternity are still important today. Thank you for listening.